Yo, it's your boy T, and I'm back with another album review. Today we're gonna be reviewing no other than Young Thugger. Well, no, what's it? I'm not calling no grown man sex. So yeah, Young Thugger, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Slime himself. I done listened to it like 2 times, 3 times, 2, 3 times, back to back, my nigga. I fuck with Thugger, but yeah. So let's get into this review, man. The first song on the album, Tsunami. As soon as I heard Wheezy on the beat, I already knew it was gonna slap because Wheezy and Thug is like that shit like Gucci and Zaytoven. You know what I'm saying? That shit like Gucci and Zaytoven. Anytime Thug get with Wheezy, that shit gonna go crazy. My fuck with that song heavy. Jumping into song number 2, You Ain't Slime Enough. Yeah, I could have did without that song. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. I could have did without that song, Thugger, man. I'm good on that one. Song number 3, Game Clout. That shit slap. That's my shit right there. I had to run that back about 2 or 3 times. Young Thug went crazy with his flows up there and everything. And 3 songs into the album already, I'm already noticing. I like Young Thug when it's just Young Thug. Young Thug gotta stop putting so many features on his albums. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? You a real nigga, you wanna put everybody on. You fuck with somebody, you wanna put them on, you know what I'm saying? But even looking through this track list right now, soon as I seen the track list, matter of fact, me, I know a few of these like featured artists up here. Not like personally, but I mean like I heard about their music and shit. But like some of them I don't know at all. Like Hido Ra. Is that how you pronounce the shit? Like who that? I know Duke, of course. If you a Thug fan, you don't know Duke. Carl, you know who that is. Uh, I don't know Lil Key. Hey, shout out to Young Thug for throwing Trap Boy Freddy up there, man. That's a rapper out of Dallas, Texas, Oak Cliff, Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I live in Dallas. Trap Boy Freddy going crazy out here. So shout out to him for giving him a look, yo. Strick, never heard of him. Dolly, never heard of him. Nietzsche, just long story short, every feature up here is not needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. It's good to put your niggas on. You know what I'm saying? But make sure that the artist that you putting on the song contributes to the song at least. You know what I'm saying? This is not a mixtape. This is like your album. And as I was listening to this album, I just felt like it was a Young Thug and Gunna like duo album. It was turning into a like Young Thug Gunna duo album, and then it just started feeling like a compilation of like artists that Young Thug fuck with. It didn't feel like a Young Thug album, but in these few songs where Young Thug is by himself, like solo, like Tsunami, Gain Clout, etc., etc. I definitely enjoy those songs a lot better, and I would like to hear Young Thug like just by himself, like alone, no features or nothing, unless it makes sense. And when you do features, like grab some of the like popular artists that make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like don't just use your homeboys just because they're your homeboys. Like pick up some artists that make sense with your music. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these songs, I could think of a few artists that would have sounded better than you know what I'm saying. Let me see. I ain't gonna put nobody on the spot, but just know like Young Thug, but just do you, bro. Song number 4, Oh Yeah. Again, I could do without this song, Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? So we 4 songs in right now. I like 2. I don't like 2. So you at 50%. You know what I'm saying? And the 2 songs I like, again, it's your solo songs, and the 2 songs I don't like is the ones you just putting people on, basically. Because the features don't even contribute to your song. You are the highlight of the song. It'll be different if the feature, like, stood out. Okay, song number 5. Yeah, we on song number 5. Audemars featuring Tracy T. Shout out Tracy T. That song slap. I fuck with that song. So with 5 songs in, I like 3, dislike 2. And shout out Tracy T on that verse. He went stupid on that joint. And Young Thug was going crazy with the melodies. That's probably my favorite song. Nah. Not so far. Gang clout. The gang clout went stupid, yo. All right, song number 6, Chanel, Go Get It, featuring Gunna, Lil Baby. All right, so this is when the Gunna features start just flooding in heavy. Like this song right here, soon as I seen Gunna, Lil Baby, and I just already knew what the song would sound like because Young Thug is like top tier of that sound, and like Lil Baby and Gunna are like many Young Thugs almost, like their flows and sounds came from Young Thug. They are Young Thug descendants. Just put it like that. So I already knew what I was going to get off of this track, and it lived up to the expectations. I rock with it. It's not one of my favorites on the album so far, but I definitely rock with it. You know what I'm saying? I rock with it. Dirty Shoes featuring Gunna is the next song. Trash, man. Like, I don't like this song. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, Gunna and Young Thug sound good together, but you don't need Gunna on every song. But even without Gunna, I didn't like this song. I just don't like that song. All right, jumping into the next song. It's a Slime, featuring Lil Uzi Vert. Of course, for like most people listening to this album, this is like the highlight song. This is the song you're looking forward to when you look at the track list. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it let me down. Not saying that the song didn't sound good, but it's like Young Thug and Uzi. I'm expecting something like just retarded. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't live up to my expectations. I mean, it's cool. It's short as fuck. It just didn't live up to expectations, bro. Next song, Scoliosis, featuring Gunna again, my nigga, and Duke. The song itself, like the hook, Young Thug killed the hook. Everybody did good on the verses. Like the song is good, but the beat so trash. Like who made that beat? Somebody find out who made that beat so we could like start a petition so he could just put everything aside. Like he don't need to touch no computer, no FL Studios, no beat making machines, nothing. Like he don't need to be that shit was trash, bro. Like you fucked up Young Thug song, man. That shit would have slapped if you would have, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do better, bro. You gotta do better, man. All right, next song, Going Up, featuring Lil Kid. I rock with it. That's a good song. Nothing more to say about that. It's a good song. Like, I'm going to go back and listen to it again. Next song, January 1st, featuring Jaquise and Trap Boy Freddy. Shout out Oak Cliff, Dallas, Texas, the whole DFW, the whole Texas, you know what I'm saying? January 1st, it was a good song, man. It was a good song. It was a good song. And again, shout out to Young Thug for throwing my boy up there, man. That's crazy. All right, next song, Chains Choking Me, featuring Gunna. And this time I'm not mad at the Gunna feature because this song is fucking beautiful, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? This song is fucking dope as hell. Like, this is my favorite song off the album for sure, for sure. Like, I'm going back to this song regardless of how I felt about the album overall. If you listening to this review and you don't know if you want to give this album a try, at least go listen to that song, man. That song fucking slaps, bro. All right, next song, STS, featuring Strict. Man, a dope ass song, man. This song is dope. This is like, I can honestly say the second half of this album is much better than the first half. Like STS featuring Strick. I don't know who the fuck Strick is, but Strick stood his ground. Like his verse went crazy. Like I wasn't mad at the feature. You know, it made sense. His he he like contributed to the song, if that makes sense. And Young Thug did his thing up there. You know, Thug gonna do Thug. So I rock with that song. Next to the last song, track number 14, Expensive, featuring I don't know how to pronounce this. Hado Ra and Dolly. I don't know which one was on the chorus of this song, but you sound like a great value version of Dej Loaf. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You know, like it's not like Dej. Like I guess we call you like bread loaf or like nah, cause that's too slice of bread. We could call you a slice of bread. You know what I'm saying? That's more appropriate because yeah, just stop. You not Dej Loaf. Stop. Little loaf. But with all that being said, I fuck with the song. I just talked all of that shit and I fuck with the song, bro. Like, even though whoever that is on the hook sound like a knockoff Dej Loaf, the song is good. So I rock with the song. Getting into the last song of the album, Slimed In, track number 15, featuring Nietzsche. That song good as fuck. It's good. That song's good. It's not even good. That song dope. And I y'all listen to Gunna heavy. If y'all listening to this review right now, if y'all listen to Gunna, it's a song by Gunna called No Joke. If you ever heard Gunna No Joke, tell me that shit don't sound the same as this song right here. It just sound like Young Thug, just like Tuck No Joke, basically. But I mean, you know, YSL the label, you know, Gunna underneath Thug. So I'm not saying like Thug like just like stealing shit, but I'm saying, nigga, the song is No Joke by Gunna. Like Slimed In, No Joke, the same thing, my nigga. But that's the end of the album, and Young Thug, shit, man. I'm gonna keep it a band with you, bro. Um, this is not my favorite album by Young Thug. Uh, because I just like hearing Young Thug like by himself. Like, you don't need these people, bro. You are a fucking legend, my nigga. We want to hear you. Some of these niggas messing up your songs, bro. And My Name is Jeffrey is your best album because it was more so of you. And that's what I want to hear more of anyway. I'm just speaking for myself. But shit, this album good though. You know what I'm saying? It's just not your best album, but it's good. And if I had to rate it out of 1 through 10, this hoe gotta get at least a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7.5, bro. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 because really, I want to give it a 7, but at the same time, you got to think about it this way. Some of these artists, like, they rely on like superstar features to carry their album sales and shit. Young Thug don't do that shit. And he can do that shit, you know what I'm saying? But instead of doing that, he get his own niggas that he know that he genuinely rock with, and he try to put them on. So his features is just like people that he rock with. It don't matter if you popping or what. And for you to be able to do that and still have like decent to good music, I gotta commend you for that. So you gotta get that .5 for that. You had a 7, but I gotta give you that .5 for that, bro. Cause that's some real nigga shit. Even on top of that, if you take You Ain't Slime Enough, Oh Yeah, and a few of these features off, shit, man, this album will probably be an 8. You know, it's a good album. I just think it's time for Young Thug to give us a Young Thug album. You know what I'm saying? Just Young Thug. But I for sure rock with it, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. But what do y'all think about this shit, yo? What would y'all rate this album, 1 through 10? Like, be real. Don't be on no fan shit. Don't be on no hater shit. Like a fair analysis. Because it's time Young Thug need to, like, I think we just need that one album. Everybody just waiting for that one Young Thug album. And everybody know he can do it. But we just waiting.